All right, so today we're not just looking at some boring spreadsheet functions. Nope, we're diving into what is basically an office comedy. It's the classic story, the old kind of grumpy veteran versus the shiny new can-do-anything rookie. You guessed it, we're talking about the epic rivalry VLOOKUP versus XLOOKUP.
And let's be real, this isn't just about code. It's an emotional roller coaster. I mean, if you've ever wasted an afternoon fighting a broken formula, you know exactly what this feels like. This right here, it just nails the divide in the Excel universe. On one side, you've got the calm, zen-like peace of an upgrade, and on the other, pure soul-crushing agony. We've all been there.
So let's get into it. First up, let's meet our main character, VLOOKUP, the old guard. For like forever, this was the function everyone used to pull data from one place to another. And hey, it got the job done. Well, mostly. But it came with a list of rules that were, let's just say, infuriating.
And this right here, this is VLOOKUP's biggest flaw. The V is for vertical, but honestly, it should stand for very one-directional. It can only search for something in the very first column of your data, and then pull an answer from a column to its right. So you want to look to the left? Yeah, good luck with that. VLOOKUP just won't. It's a hard no.
Oh, and it's so fragile. VLOOKUP needs you to tell it the exact column number to get the data from. So what happens if you, or maybe a coworker, innocently adds a new column to the spreadsheet? Well, your whole formula just blows up. The reference is toast, and VLOOKUP gets seriously offended.
And that brings us to the next nightmare, all the manual counting. Yeah, to make VLOOKUP work, you literally have to sit there and count with your finger on the screen. Okay, I need the data from column 1, 2, 3, 7. Now imagine doing that in a table with like 30 columns. It's not just annoying, you're just asking for trouble. One little miscount and bam, you're pulling completely wrong information.
And to top it all off, there's its charming personality. When VLOOKUP can't find what you're looking for, does it help you out? Nope. It just throws its hands up and gives you this super unhelpful #NA error. That's it. It's on you to wrap it inside a whole other complicated formula just to make that error message a little less aggressive.
But then, everything changed. A new hero showed up on the scene, XLOOKUP. And listen, this isn't just a small update. It's a total reimagining of what a lookup function should be. It's flexible, it's tough, and it was pretty much built for how we actually work today.
Now this is the total game changer. Unlike our old rigid friend VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP couldn't care less about direction. It can look for a value in any column, or hey, even any row, and then grab a value from anywhere else. Left, right, doesn't matter. It just works.
And remember that whole thing about formulas breaking? Here's how XLOOKUP fixes that. You don't count any columns. Instead, you just tell it two things. Here's the column where I'm searching, and here's the column where the answer is. That's it. Since they're separate, you can add, delete, move columns around all you want. XLOOKUP just keeps track of it all. It's so much smarter.
Remember that ugly NA error? Well, XLOOKUP handles that with so much more grace. It has a built-in little option where you can tell it exactly what to say if it doesn't find a match. You can make it say, not found, or maybe check the employee ID, or you can just leave it blank. It's actually helpful, right out of the box.
And that's really what XLOOKUP is all about. It was designed from the ground up to fix all those real-world headaches we had with VLOOKUP for decades. It's dynamic, it's resilient, and it's just better. It's the solution we were all waiting for.
Okay, so we've met our two contenders. Now it's time to put them side by side. This is the ultimate function face-off, and this is where it all becomes crystal clear.
Man, the difference is just night and day, isn't it? In one corner, you have VLOOKUP, stuck looking to the right, making you count columns by hand and then yelling at you with a generic error. And in the other corner, you have XLOOKUP, looks anywhere you want, uses a stable, direct reference that doesn't break, and has a built-in friendly error message. I mean, in every single round, it's a total knockout.
So, after all that, it really just comes down to one simple choice. Who do you want to be your partner when you're working with data? The old, difficult one, or the new, supportive one?
I mean, let's just say it. Sticking with VLOOKUP at this point, it's like staying with a toxic ex. You know the type. They're demanding, totally inflexible, they only see things their way, and they completely fall apart the second you try to change anything. Seriously, you deserve better.
And then there's XLOOKUP. Yeah, XLOOKUP is that mature, reliable partner. It's flexible, it gets what you're trying to do, it doesn't break down under pressure, and it communicates clearly when something's wrong. It's the kind of partner you can build a future with, or, at least a really, really solid spreadsheet.
So now I have to ask, after seeing this whole showdown, which team are you on? Are you still rocking with the old guard, or have you made the switch and embraced the future with XLOOKUP? Drop a comment below, VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP. I'm really curious to see where everyone stands on this.